What's up, y'all? Another Bible study, Bible reading, 2 Corinthians 12. Boasting is necessary, though it is not profitable. Now, back to this boasting thing. Paul is not boasting in himself. He's not arrogant. But I will go on to visions and revelations of the Lord. That's what he's boasting in, the revelation he received. And even though he's talking in third person through this, it seems like he's talking about someone else. He's actually speaking about himself that this happened to. And I'll explain that here in a minute. I know a man in Christ who 14 years ago, whether in the body, I do not know, or out of the body, I do not know. God knows. So whether it was a vision where his mind and spirit just went there, or his physical body actually went there, he doesn't know. Such a man was caught up to the third heaven. Now, so many people gloss over this and don't even think about it. The third heaven. What's that even supposed to mean? Most of you guys probably don't believe in a flat earth. But that's the way the Bible describes it. And there's extra biblical books that speak about, heaven is directly above us. The earth is a flat plane with a solid dome covering over top. That's why rainbows are shaped the way they are. There's a solid dome covering the earth. We can't leave earth. And then above earth is heaven. And according to extra biblical books, there's different levels of the heaven. Different levels of heaven. 7 levels. He says he was caught up to the third heaven. And God, the Father, resides in the 7th heaven, in the highest level of the heaven. And I know how such a man, whether in the body or a part of the body, I do not know, God knows, was caught up into paradise and heard inexpressible words, which a man is not permitted to speak. On behalf of such a man, I will boast. On behalf of the revelation. But on my own behalf, I will not boast, except in regard to my weaknesses. For if I do wish to boast, it will not be foolish, for I will be speaking the truth. But I refrain from this, so that no one will credit me with more than he sees in me or hears in me. Now this part is how we know it's actually him that had the vision. Because of the surpassing greatness of the revelations, for this reason, to keep me from exalting myself, there was given me a thorn in the flesh, a messenger of Satan to torment me, to keep me from exalting myself. A demon. He was demonically oppressed. Concerning this, I implored the Lord 3 times that it might leave me. And he has said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for power is perfected in weakness. See, we're weak. We're strong, but not by our own strength, by the power of God. Most gladly, therefore, I will rather boast about my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may dwell in me. Therefore, I am well content with my weaknesses, with insults, with distresses, with persecutions, with difficulties, for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong. See, when we're weak in ourselves, God gives us strength. I have become foolish. You yourselves compelled me. Actually, I should have been commended by you. For in no respect was I inferior to the most eminent apostles, even though I am a nobody. The signs of a true apostle were performed among you with all perseverance, by signs and wonders and miracles. For in what respect were you treated as inferior to the rest of the churches? Except that I myself did not become a burden to you. Forgive me for this wrong. I'm not trying to let this interrupt me. As soon as I start recording the video, I get a call. My computer's freezing up now. And I have a notification of a voicemail that normally just goes away, but it's sitting here staying on my screen to distract me. Here for this third time, I am ready to come to you, and I will not be a burden to you. See, he had already visited the Corinthians twice. For I do not seek what is yours, but you. For children are not responsible to save up for their parents, but parents for their children. See, he was looking at them as children, like he was raising them in the faith. I will most gladly spend and be expended for your souls. If I love you more, am I to be loved less? But be that as it may, I did not burden you myself. Nevertheless, crafty fellow that I am, I took you in by deceit. He wasn't deceitful with them. Just the language he's using. Paul's confusing. Certainly I have not taken advantage of you through any of those whom I have sent you, have I? I urged Titus to go, and I sent the brother with him. Titus did not take advantage of you, did he? Did we not conduct ourselves in the same spirit and walk in the same steps? All this time you have been thinking that we were defending ourselves to you. Actually, it is in the sight of God that we have been speaking in Christ, and all for your upbuilding, beloved. For I am afraid that perhaps, when I come, I may find you to be not what I wish, and may be found by you to be not what you wish. That perhaps there will be strife, jealousy, anger, tempers, disputes, slanders, gossip, arrogance, disturbances. I am afraid that when I come again, my God may humiliate me before you, and I may mourn over many who have sinned in the past and not repented of the impurity, immorality, and sensuality which they have practiced. See, Paul wanted them to stay focused. He didn't want his workings with them to edify them to be in vain. And that's the end of 2 Corinthians 12. May God bless you guys.